What's up, watch people? Tony's Timepiece Review. My name's Tony. Thank you for watching. Today's video I am doing by a subscriber request or a viewer request, a video comparison of the current reference of the Rolex Submariner 41 and the 39mm Tudor Black Bay 58. So let's start with aesthetically. Both of these watches are stunning, beautiful. I love the 58 because I love the old reference vintage Submariners, 5112, 5113. However, I didn't get a vintage sub simply because I don't generally like wearing vintage watches. Just simply because I don't want to bang them up. The vintage watches that I do have, I never wear them. You know, I've had vintage watches, and I don't know. They're too delicate for me, and so I love the Black Bay 58 because it is kind of an homage to the old reference subs from that era. It has a 39mm case. It has a aluminum bezel. I believe the hands and indices are rhodium plated. 316L steel, oyster bracelet. Also has the rivets on the side of the case. A lot of people hate that, don't like it. Doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I like it. It just adds to what it is. So to me, the way I look at this watch is like a brand new old Rolex. Daily wear, bang it around, nothing's going to happen to it. I love this watch. On to the Submariner. It's difficult to compare because I've only had this watch for 6 days. I got this last Sunday. It is Saturday. But I've worn it a lot. And let's start with the bezel is ceramic. I like that because it's virtually scratch proof. They both have sapphire crystals. Our hands, the hands and indices are 18 karat white gold, 904 stainless steel. Both have oyster bracelets. The water resistance to the Submariner is 300 meters, which is 1,000 feet. And the Black Bay 58 is 200 meters. Either one, it doesn't matter. I'll never go that deep. So they're water resistant enough for me. So having said that, both in-house calibers, and they're both COSC certified. Rolex has a superlative chronometer, which means once the watch is cased up, they do additional testing, different angles, things of that nature. That gives it a +2, -2 per seconds per day. This is COSC certified. It's chronometer, not +2, -2 a day. However, this is keeping every bit the +2, -2 a day. This thing is keeping perfect time. I haven't had to adjust the time. A couple times, but I've had this watch since December. So, but as of right now, it's just been running and it's keeping immaculate time. Rolex had this 6 days, so it's really hard to compare, but at the same time, I've had plenty of Rolex. I know what their watches are. I know what their timekeeping is, and they're stellar as well. So they're both awesome as far as timekeepers. I love the Rolex because I am a total Rolex fanboy. I've got a long history with Rolex as far as, you know, I try to associate things that I love with my past or something that meant something to me, and Rolex was kind of one of those watches I always wanted, but, you know, I just couldn't get one. Rolex, Cartier. Tudor is newer on my radar, although I've known about them for many, many years. There was a period of time where you just couldn't get them in the United States, and they've really sort of kind of made a resurgence in the United States. This watch itself, even though they're siblings, I look at this like a new old Rolex, and it's an excellent watch. I don't consider this so much as the little brother of Rolex or little sister of Rolex. I think this is its own watch. It really is. You have to have them to really compare. It's hard to explain. Let's go on the wrist. Okay, so when I put this on the wrist, it fits on my wrist perfectly. It's 39mm. And I really don't know that it's there. And when I do, I look at it and I go, this is just an awesome watch. I love this watch. Everyday watch. any occasion. It just works. It's awesome. Fits perfectly. Put the Rolex on the wrist. Now, also amazing. Fits perfect. Center of the wrist. Nice. It's bigger. It's 41 millimeter. Wears more like a 40. Lume is good on it, but it's heavier. I know that it's there. Not in the sense that it's hindering me or making me go, gosh, this watch is bothering me. No, it's an excellent watch. And equally, just an amazing timepiece that I could wear every day as well. The difference, I don't know if I just explained the difference between 316L and 904 stainless steel, is that the 904 stainless steel is less corrosive than 316L. So for instance, if I was swimming in the ocean with this, I could go about my day and not have to rinse it off in fresh water, and it won't affect the watch whatsoever. 316L steel, more corrosive. I would definitely have to rinse this off in fresh water once I exited the ocean, so to speak. However, I'm never in the ocean, so it doesn't really matter. But the two watches, I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. Again, both same sort of style, clam style clasp, locks, the point. This has the Easy Glide system. I haven't used it just simply because the watch is fitting me perfect right now, so I don't really need it, but I'm glad that it's there in case I do. Super comfortable, heavier on the wrist. Price point. The biggest thing with these two watches is the price point. You look at in a retail environment, the Submariner's $8,950, close to 10 grand out the door with tax in the state of California. The Black Bay 58, $3,800, about $4,079 out the door with tax. Tudor has done something pretty phenomenal with this. It's just overall, they can put the price point up on this higher and I think get away with it just fine. Because the watches are, even though they're different, the quality of the two of them, I don't see the difference in the quality, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, you can tell the quality on this watch when you wear it, you know, as opposed to this watch. They're both extremely comfortable. The bracelets are extremely comfortable. Everything about it. If I was to choose one as an everyday watch, Tudor. Wear the Tudor. Love the Tudor Black Bay. So having said that, and I love the Rolex, of course. I mean, I can't knock it. I just love it. So I'm so glad that I have this watch. But having said that, I appreciate everyone watching, liking, and subscribing. I really do. It means a lot to me. So if you do like and subscribe and you want to see more content, just keep doing that, liking and subscribing things. So thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks.